On this channel, we provide useful programming information with practical code examples. This time, we'll delve into Python's truthy and falsy. We can explore through actual code in which cases something is evaluated as truthy or falsy. Enabling subtitles will make the code descriptions easier to understand. In Python, objects evaluated in conditional expressions are deemed either true or false. Truthy refers to objects evaluated as true, and falsy refers to those evaluated as false. These evaluations are often used in conditional branches such as if statements or while loops. Also, the bool function takes any object and returns its Boolean value. In Python, the following objects are considered falsy: false, none, numeric zero values, empty sequence types, such as empty lists, tuples, or strings, empty dictionary, empty set. These objects are evaluated as falsy when used in the condition of an if statement. For example, you can write code like this. In this code, the list is empty, so it is evaluated as falsy, and the print statement is executed. Objects that are not considered falsy are regarded as truthy. Objects considered truthy will evaluate as true when used in the condition of an if statement. For example, you can write code like this. In the code above, since the list 1, 2, 3 is not empty, it is evaluated as truthy, and the print statement is executed. You can evaluate the Boolean value of objects by using the bool function. This code demonstrates how the truth value of various values is evaluated. For example, the numeric value 0 and an empty string are considered false, while a space or the string 0 are considered true. By utilizing truthy and falsy, code can be written more concisely and intuitively. In particular, if statements can often be evaluated without explicit comparisons to make them shorter. For example, the following two pieces of code behave similarly, but the first one is more concise. In the example above, you can see that my underscore list is evaluated as truthy, as long as it is not an empty list, which eliminates the need for explicit comparison. By effectively utilizing the concepts of truthy and falsy, you can enhance code readability and efficiency. They are particularly useful for setting default values, checking variable validity, and input validation. For example, if you expect none or an empty list to be passed as arguments, you can write code like this. In this code, if data is none, an empty list is set as the default value. In this way, using truthy and falsy allows you to set default values concisely. However, while code that uses truthy and falsy values can be concise and convenient, be aware that it may cause unintended behavior. For example, in this code, not only when data is none, but also when it is any value evaluated as false, such as an empty string or 0, it will be replaced with the default empty list. For this reason, when a stricter condition is required, such as initializing only when the value is none, it is recommended to use an explicit condition like value is none. Depending on the situation, it is important to design with a balance between conciseness and rigor in mind. In this code, data is initialized to an empty list only if it is none, while other falsy values like 0 are left as is. Even in your own classes, you can control the Boolean value of an instance by defining bool or len. In this code, the len method causes the container to be evaluated as false when it is empty, and true when it has elements. The concepts of truthy and falsy in Python are very important for writing concise conditional expressions and making the code more intuitive. Understanding and properly using these can greatly enhance code readability and efficiency. The source code for this video can be downloaded from the official website. If you like, please visit the URL in the description to aid your learning. I hope this video helps improve your programming life. By subscribing to the channel, we can deliver more useful information to you.